Well, it's the Queen's birthday long weekend for most of Australia, as if most of you don't already know that. Her Majesty was actually born on the 21st of April. Tradition means we celebrate in June, except for Western Australia. But debate is raging over the relevance of the public holiday. Republicans say it's out of date and there must be a better reason for a three-day weekend. But monarchists insist it would be un-Australian to scrap it. Major General Michael Keating is the chair of the Australian Republican movement. He's in Brisbane for us this morning. And Professor David Flint is the national convener of Australians for Constitutional Monarchy. Good morning to you both, gentlemen. Major General, I'm going to start with you. Queen's birthday, yes or no?
Definitely not, Samantha. Good morning to you.
What would you like to see in its place?
I'd like to see a day that means something to all Australians, something that really could be a national day, not something that brings to mind a regime many, many miles away and entirely irrelevant to multicultural Australia in 2009.
OK, now, Professor Flint, obviously you disagree with that?
The Crown is our oldest institution. We're in allegiance. The Major General has taken an oath of allegiance to the Queen, as I have. The Crown is central to our constitutional system. It's an important check and balance in that system. The Republicans lost in a landslide when they thought they would win in 1999. The Australian people have voted, and it's like the European Union politicians who say the people have to keep on voting until they get it right. It's ridiculous to be expending any more money, extracting money from schools, hospitals and so on into this folly.
Professor Flynn, what do you say to those Australians, though, who see the Queen's birthday as irrelevant?
I think they should think carefully and understand their history. Unfortunately, we do have a great gap in learning about our constitution and about our history in this country. For example, the latest government survey showed that when they put the question, the elementary question, what is the Australian Constitution, to Year 10 students, only 1 out of 3 could choose the correct answer from certain pre-answers available to them. We have to know more about what this weekend is about. And if Australians just think a little about it, as I'm sure many will, they'll understand that the Crown is essential to our constitutional system.
Major General, one thing is for certain, though, no one will want to lose that extra day off, that Monday off. How do you feel about that?
No, I don't think anyone's talking about not having our winter long weekend, Samantha, but whilst, as Professor Flint says, the Queen or the Crown is at the apex of our constitutional arrangements, what we should really be thinking about, if we're thinking about anything today, is severing those ties with the British monarchy. Because really, in Australia, this institution represents things that are quite foreign to our values. I mean, we're an egalitarian nation. We're a nation that values all religions. We're a nation that values women equally. And yet here we have the Queen, whose birthday it isn't today, representing a position where she occupies that position because of hereditary, and it can only be occupied by a male member of the Church of England. So how foreign are those sorts of things to the values of current Australia?
OK, unfortunately.